In this video, we take you to Weymouth. But first, well, what a spot to have our breakfast. We're in Exmouth, one of our favourite places. We didn't stay overnight there because you're not allowed to stay over in a motorhome, but there is a car park further along there where you are allowed, so we arrived there quite late because the M5 was closed for roadworks, so we only got here about 1 in the morning. Not had that much sleep, but what a place to wake up, and what a gorgeous morning for it. We're not going to film an awful lot, I don't think, in Exmouth, because both of us have done it to death in other videos, which I'll link in the description. But yeah, just going to chill out for the morning. We're on our way to Weymouth, so we will catch you there later on today. We're staying at the Pebble campsite, which is just outside Weymouth Centre, with great views of Chesil Beach and across to Portland. We've done a separate campsite review video, so please do check that out if you're interested in staying here. The link will be in the description. Although the wind's a bit on the chilly side, it would be rude not to get the barbecue out while the sun's shining, so that's exactly what we do. And to round things off, we're treated to the very rare sight of the Northern Lights, not something we ever expected to experience on the south coast of England. Next morning, the sun is out again, and this time without any wind, so we head into town. Although we intended to park in the Pavilion Car Park, as we're quite early, we decide to have a drive along the seafront to see if there are any other suitable spots, and also just to get a feel for the place. Then it's into the car park as planned, where there are some designated motorhome bays, as well as some regular ones where overhanging would probably not be a problem. Well, good morning. We have made it into Weymouth, parked up at the Pavilion Car Park, which accepts motorhomes, and yeah, just off for a walk along the seafront. Only a small area of the beach is dog-friendly all year, and we took the opportunity to get onto the sand briefly. There's also some nice gardens for a bit of shade and some grass for the dogs. For the humans, there are plenty of free public toilets, and all the ones we've tried throughout our stay were decent. We decided to take a break and have a coffee at the Sandbar. Unfortunately, they weren't serving hot food, but that was probably good news for the waistline. After a bit more walking, we had another sit down and met this really nice man with his somewhat interesting companions.
So she's 8 months old now, isn't she?
Yeah, last July.
And this is how big she is. She
Is
weighs...
that small for a Python?
Oh, she's only a baby.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Get much bigger.
5 foot, 6 foot maybe.
Wow. Oh, you're lovely.
This is her sister.
Oh, hello.
Oh, didn't spot you there.
That's Cleopatra.
Hello.
Wow.
You're
See the
amazing.
morph differences. Same
Wow.
snake sort of thing, but they just
Yeah.
got different patterns,
Yeah.
colorations and stuff.
Wow. Look how crowded the beach is. And it was time to stroll back towards the motorhome for some shade and some lunch. Suitably refreshed, we did something we've never done before, took a ride on a land train. By now it was too hot to be walking the dogs very far, so this was a brilliant way to cover a lot of ground without overdoing it and with a nice breeze and some shade. It's fair to say it's not the quietest or smoothest of rides though. There was some child that's like a chihuahua! Yeah. It's so weird, isn't it? That didn't help with the ladder. Wow. We had no idea that there was so much going on in the harbour area, and if we hadn't gone on this ride we probably wouldn't have bothered going there, given that it was too hot to drag the dogs around for very long. We resolved to make this area the focus of our following day instead of venturing further afield, which had been our original plan.
Balancing on a weary line, too scared to trust you and jump down. I'll keep my status quo up here, won't let anybody come near. I'll fix it on my own. 29 years I've been the same, trying so hard to run from shame. But how long can I keep up the pace? To fool myself I don't need grace. Will you be there to catch my fall? Need to be sure you'll hear my call. Darkness around me and I don't know why it's so hard to let go. Why it's so hard to let go. Down the line, you'll ask why I wasted my time, and I'll say I didn't know better, but the truth is I was weak and scared, afraid of the blame. 29 years I've been the same, trying so hard to run from shame, and I will not.
We even got to see the bridge opening up as a rather nice yacht passed through.
To fool myself, I don't need grace. Will you be there to catch my fall? Need to be sure you hear my call. Darkness around me and I don't know why it's so hard to let go. Why it's so hard. Sure
the seafront, we joined the queue for ice creams at a place recommended by the Snake Man, before heading back to the moho and back to the campsite. We had a sunset walk in the local area and a relaxed evening before hitting the sack. Northern Lights activity was forecast again, but we didn't spot any. Next morning, we headed back to the harbour area and availed ourselves of some coffee and food at the quayside, watching the world go by.
Chair's a bit hard for my
For your soft derriere.
bony buttock.
Then we walked to the South Stone Pier under Nothe Fort before getting the ferry back over the water. We'd driven through Weymouth last August when we visited Portland, and it looked like a well-kept seaside town, so that prompted us to book a stay here. That said, we had no idea how much there is to the town, especially the harbour area, which blew us away. Definitely one to come back to. We hope you've enjoyed taking a little look at Weymouth with us. I'm sure we've missed out plenty of things. If we have, please do leave them in the comments because we will come back at some point in time. And if you have enjoyed, please do remember to like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.